This fairly tricky pass is the second one encounters when entering the Richtersveld National Park at Sendlingsdrift. The 5.1 kilometer long pass twists and turns through the rugged Richtersveld Mountains, ascending 103 meters, producing an average gradient of 1 in 50, with the steepest parts being closer to the summit, reaching 1 in 6. The pass is named after the Halfmens, which translates into English as half a person. In Latin, it's the Pachypodium namaquinum, which is endemic to this region. There are a total of 36 bends, corners and curves, several of which are sharper than 90 degrees. The road is quite rough in places, and speed needs to be kept to under 20 kilometers per hour. Many parts of this pass should be driven in low range for better control of your vehicle. From the starting point, the road follows a dry riverbed for the first 1.6 kilometers, then swings away up the mountainside into the northeast to reach the summit of 371 meters at the 2.3 kilometer mark. The views from the summit are absolutely wonderful, with a kaleidoscope of rocks on the peaks and ridges in a 360-degree panorama. These range from black through to browns, reds and orange, and some rocks even appear green. The Halfmens succulent plant must rate as the most sought after and lovable of all the large succulents from the arid northern Cape and southern Namibia, otherwise known as the Charib region. These iconic survivors of the Richtersveld, who have stood the test of time, have a peculiar beauty about them, a mysterious, almost magical side that has fascinated generations upon generations. The plant is also referred to as the elephant's trunk in English. They can attain a tree-like appearance when fully grown. The stem height may range between 1.5 and 2.5 meters. However, 4 and even 5 meter high specimens have been observed. The stems are mostly unbranched and cylindrical, but may become branched from near the base and occasionally with a few shorter branches near the apex. Plants are characteristically thick-set at their bases, tapering towards the apex, which gives them an unmistakable bottle-like appearance when mature. The stems are covered with warty tubercles, from which spines protrude in a slightly downward direction. The spines are more abundant along the top half of the plant and decrease towards the base, where tubercles are more prominent. Once you've crested the summit, the eastern descent is much milder in terms of gradient, as well as the number of bends. Geographically, this pass should end at the summit, but the officials have mapped it as ending much further east at the next fork. The descent is not really a pass, but just a badly corrugated, almost flat road that meanders along the next riverbed for at least 2.5 kilometers. If you don't wrap your mind around driving on corrugations, you're going to have an unpleasant time in the Richtersveld. It's a fact of life here, and it's better to learn how to drive over them in the most comfortable and safe manner possible, rather than become frustrated. By far the most important issue is that of tire deflation. Start your gravel travel off by dropping your tires to 1.4 bar, and if things are still too bumpy, continue dropping pressures in small increments until the vehicle feels safe and comfortable. This increases the lengthwise footprint of the tire and allows a lot more traction, which is exactly what you want on corrugations. Many drivers lose it on corrugations and spin out or even roll their vehicles. Contrary to what most people think, tire deflation reduces the chances of punctures and obviously provides for a softer ride as a bonus. Sandparks have found a novel way of maintaining the roads in the Richtersveld. Large tires from the old mining trucks are towed on their side behind a tractor. This pushes accumulated gravel ahead and to the sides, filling up the gaps in the corrugations. Whilst filming the Halfmens Pass, we were able to observe and experience just how effective this is. Several of these large tires can be seen at various intersections where they are left and hitched up for the next section of road maintenance. For the wider sections of roadway, 3 tires are lashed together in a triangular shape with poles to form a sled. Please note that there's no cell phone reception anywhere in the Richtersveld. At the 3.3 kilometer point, the road joins up with another dry riverbed, which it follows in a serpentine-like path amidst tall cliffs on either side, and ends at the 5.1 kilometer point at a prominent Y junction. This intersection also marks the northern start of the Halfmens Pass. If you travel 200 meters up the left-hand side of the fork, you'll get to the well-known rock formation known as the Hand of God.